By the end of this tutorial, you should be able to recognize the importance of computer literacy. Secondly, you should be able to identify the components of a computer. Thirdly, discuss the uses of the internet and the World Wide Web. Fourth, identify the types of software. Then describe the categories of computers, and then we identify the types of computer users. And lastly, we shall discuss the various computer applications. This is a world of computers, as you all know, and it's expected that each and every member should have at least a skill about computer. So it is literacy, just like knowing how to read and write. So knowing a computer is one of those basic human rights that an individual is supposed to go through. So as you have gone to school, you shouldn't only know how to read and write, you should have computer literacy. So computer literacy is simply the knowledge and understanding of computer and their uses. And of course, computers are used everywhere, in offices, in schools, in hospitals, in banks, and any other organization, as you see from the slide. We cannot go very far without understanding what a computer is, so we have to define it. So a computer is defined as an electronic device operating under the control of instructions stored in its memory. So the definition is there on the slide. What a computer does is that it accepts data. Data simply refers to raw facts, figures, and symbols. So the computer processes data into information. Information simply means data that is organized, meaningful, and useful. Then it produces and stores the results. A computer is a very powerful machine because of the fact that it stores large amounts of data. Secondly, it is very accurate with fewer errors. Errors can only be made by human being, because a human being can enter their wrong data, and the computer will also bring out wrong data. The phenomenon known as giggle, garbage in, garbage out. Computer can be very speedy. It runs at very high speed, millions of instructions per second. Computers are reliable and consistent. Then also consider the factor of computers being used in communication. The computer does the processing, and it takes us to what is called the information processing cycle. This cycle involves 5 steps. So there is input, process, output, storage, and communication. And look at that slide and the diagram. You'll get some idea about what is inputting, processing, storing, and what is being communicated. This slide here, we're looking at what's called input and input device. So what is an input device? So an input device is the hardware used to enter data and instructions. So there are very many here that we can see that of course, to enter data into a computer, you need a keyboard, you need a mouse, you may also need the card reader, you may need a digital camera, you may also use a scanner, and you may use a microphone for recording your work. But there are also output devices that you can see here, like the printer, the monitor, the speaker, among others. So output here takes us to those all those tools that we have looked at, including the projector. So output devices are the hardware that conveys information to the user. And also you need to understand what you mean by a system unit. So what is a system unit? It's a box-like case containing electronic components used to process data. So it is normally on a table you may find a monitor there, and there is a system unit. So it's that box that looks like the one which is being pointed to, and this slide. So what are the 2 common components here on the motherboard? So there is the central processing unit, CPU, also called a processor. So it carries out instructions that tell computers what to do. Then on a motherboard also find their memory. So memory may refer to temporary holding place for data and instructions. But what is storage? Of course, a computer holds data, instructions, and information for future use. So storage may simply refer to the holding of data, instructions, and information for future use. The storage media, these are devices, of course, that store data. We have the physical material on which data, instructions, and information are stored. The storage device, of course, records and retrieves items to and from a storage medium. What is a storage media? It may be a portable thin memory card used in different computers. So you may have a digital camera, which also has a card in it, and also handheld computers. So this records or writes items for storage media. Often functions as a source of input. It retrieves items from storage media. We also have the old floppy disk, which is also storage media. The thin circular flexible disk enclosed in a rigid plastic shell. It's a USB flash drive. Is used. The USB is a portable one, which is used and has much greater storage capacity. So when you compare other storage devices, here we have a hard disk, which provides much greater storage capacity than a floppy disk or USB flash drive, and it is housed inside the system unit. Then we also have the compact disks, maybe flat, round, portable, and a metal disk. Of course, it can be a CD-ROM, CD-RW, or writable, CD-ROM, DVD-ROM, and DVD-RW. We also need to look at networks and the internet. A network is simply a collection of computers and devices connected together. Why connect them? Simply to share resources, simply to share hardware devices, simply to share software programs, also share data and information, and also save time and money. If you have a printer, can be connected to the rest of the computers in the office instead of having many printers. Here we come to the internet. What is the internet? It's a wide collection of networks that connects millions of computers. Wide connection of networks that connects millions of computers. Why do users access the internet? Basically for communication, of course, information, shopping, banking, and investment, education, and of course classes, and entertainment. And then what is the web? So the web may refer to the billions of documents called web pages available to anyone connected to the internet. So a website is a collection of related pages. A web page contains text, graphics, sound, video, and links to other pages. You can share information by creating web pages or posting photos. And then we also have to look at software. What's software? So how do you install a software program? So a program is a series of instructions that tells the computer what to do. Help the computer to be user friendly, and that's what we call graphical user interface. So this allows you to interact with the software using graphics and icons. It also controls how you enter data and how the screen displays information, just like the way you see in this slide here. And what is a system software? These are programs that control the operations of the computer and its devices. Operating system, known as OS, is a set of programs that coordinates all activities among computer hardware devices and allows users to run application software. Under system software, we also have utility programs. These are programs that allow the user to perform maintenance type tasks, usually related to managing a computer. So what is application software? Application software refers to the programs that perform specific tasks for users. Examples are word processors, spreadsheet, database, presentation, graphics programs, and many others. In developing programs, and those people are known as programmers. So who is a programmer, or what is a programmer? Programmer is someone who develops applications or system software. Programmers write instructions to direct the computer to process data into information. They use programming languages such as Java, JavaScript, C++, COBOL. Here we come to the big one now. We're looking at categories of computers. So what are the categories of computers? I'm sure wherever you go, you see and you meet different types of computers. Let's look at the major ones. We have what's called personal computers, PC, and they have two types. We may have laptops, and we also have desktops. So we have mobile computers also, and mobile devices. So the mobile computers and mobile devices, you know all those ones. We have also what we call mid-range servers, then mainframe computers, and lastly supercomputers. So what are the two most powerful series of personal computers? We have PC and compatibles, which use Windows as the operating system. Then we also have Apple Macintosh, which uses the Mac operating system, which is known as Mac OS 10. And what is a desktop computer? Look at it there. It's designed so all of the components fit on or under a desk or a table. Then what is a notebook computer? It's a portable, small enough to fit on your lap, also called a laptop computer. Generally more expensive than a desktop and the other devices. And what is a mobile computer? Mobile computer, it may be a tablet. So mobile computers and mobile devices, we have the tablet. So what is a tablet PC? So it resembles a letter-sized slate. So allows you to write on the screen using a digital pen, especially useful for taking notes. And then we also have web-enabled handheld computers. This allows you to check email and access the internet. Web-enabled telephone is a smartphone, and the one which comes from Apple company is known as an iPhone. Those are the most powerful, fancy, and they put you in a special class if you use them. So what are those? Are handheld computers. It's small enough to fit in your hand, used by mobile employees such as meter readers and delivery people, but even administrators, even teachers, you need to have all those ones. There's this one called a PDA. PDA standing for personal digital assistant. It provides personal organizer functions like calendar, appointment book, address book, calculator, Then we have a type called mid-range servers, mainframes and supercomputers. So what type of servers are there? So mid-range server is a powerful, large computer that supports up to a few thousand computers. We have another one called the mainframe, which is very powerful, expensive computer that supports thousands of computers. Then lastly, the bigger one, the most powerful one, the fastest, is the supercomputer. The fastest, most powerful, and most expensive computer used for applications requiring complex mathematical collection. There's examples of computer usage. So what are the 5 categories of computer users? We have home users, then small office or home office user, we have mobile user, then we have large business user, and then power user. We need to know all those. Examples of computer usage. We take note that of course what software is available for a home user. It may be personal finance management, it may also be web access, it may also be communications or entertainment. Look at the slide, take note of clear examples. So what software is available for a smaller office or small home office, abbreviated as SOHO user? You may have a local area network, LAN. You may have productivity software, specialty software, web usage, and email. Those terms here, you'll find them as we interact, and they'll be more simplified. So what is available for a mobile user? Mobile user normally needs to have a hardware, then software, productivity, presentation, personal information manager. And what are the needs of the large business user? That one needs web access. Large business user like a school, a university, or a big company, you need telecommuting. Then what are the needs of the power user? Speed and large amount of storage. There are also types of power users. We have engineers, architects, desktop publishers, graphic artists. And what are the examples of the computer applications in society? There are those used for education, like for e-learning, e-library, school management system, among others. Those which are used for finance, government, healthcare, science, publishing, travel, industry, music, and in entertainment, television, many of them. So in summary, we've done the following.
Go down the road, drop your heavy load, take a leap like the frog, or as the toad, look up on high, as we have been told, Jesus is the Lord, and awesome to behold.
Are you troubled and weary, burdened to fury? Take a look at yourself. You need to change your ways. The Lord God is awesome. He doesn't ask for ransom. So drop your head